happy peoples. Hope you guys are doing fantastic. It's another week of Vlogmas. Whoop whoop. Can you believe we're already almost in the middle of December? The middle of December? What? It's warmed up a bit. It is 19 degrees. That's what I'm talking about. That is what I'm talking about. Yeah, I was like, wait, it doesn't feel as frigid. Wow, what a blessing. Anyway, guys, another fun, exciting Vlogmas day around here. Have you guys been liking it? I have absolutely thoroughly enjoyed this year's Vlogmas. It's been so cool, just incorporating other people, other folks around our community. This is something that I've been working towards for a while now, so I'm so excited to see it actually come to fruition. Super stinking awesome. So, on the agenda today is all things school. All things school, homeschool, what it's like to go to school here in Alaska, homeschool here in Alaska. Do we actually still have our schools open when it's 40, 50 below here? When do schools close? Things like that. What does it entail? So we're gonna fill you in on all those details as we move along our day. So with that though, it coincides with our random act of kindness, and that is pay for some school lunches. We are gonna go, actually, Bert and Garrett are getting ready to go into town to go to Wood River School. They have some outstanding lunch bills. We weren't really familiarized with this, where it's like, oh, you know, being able to offset that cost so to make sure that every kid gets a meal, things like that. They don't have a debt. So we're gonna go in and we're just gonna go pay for some meals. I think you just go in and you can just issue them a check or whatnot. Yeah, it should be stinking cool. So that's what they're gonna go do. I'm gonna go to the shop, finalize some more orders, take Evelyn to gym, take Audrey to work. Livy's gonna be toting around. It's gonna be a good time. Oh, and I've gotta upload the vlog that you just saw. We can do it, we can do it. That is what is on the agenda. Thank you guys so much for checking in, popping in, saying hi. It really, really encourages us to be able to make content and to just film our day, because it's crazy around here. So we sure appreciate it. But yeah, let's continue on with the day, see what unfolds.
Hello, happy peoples. Hope you guys are doing great. Garrett and I are over here at Wood River Elementary School. And this, Garrett, is the school that I went to at kindergarten and first grade. And Mrs. Barkley. And this is where I went, that's a few years ago, but this should be fun. So random act of kindness day, pay for school lunches. So I'm gonna attempt to go do that. I guess I didn't realize this, but I guess kids have like a school lunch debt that they can accumulate for like warm lunches or cold lunches. I'm not 100% sure. And but I was talking to one of the ladies here that works in the lunch department. I guess if people don't have enough, like the workers will actually pool money to make sure the kids can get whatever the warm school lunch is. I had no idea that's how the whole lunch system worked. I just remember the pizza was really good when I was a kid here. The pizza was really good because you could get pizza, and that was kind of like the cool thing. All right, let's go in here. Let's see if we can go pay for some school lunches, because I know that there's a lot of debt. So let's see if we can pay for all the debt for all the kids. Should be fun. I want to go pay off some school lunch debt. Oh, where would I do that?
On the left, right past the trees.
Thank you so much. Back some memories. Hello. Can I pay off some school lunch debt today?
You can give me all the money you want to.
Is that enough? Will that get you ahead a little bit?
Yes.
All right, here with Mrs. G, Wood River Elementary School. And you're in charge of like the lunch program here?
Yes, sir.
That is awesome. Now, how does that work? You said like some people can like warm lunches, cold lunches. Like, I guess, how does all that stuff work here? As far as
So they can come for breakfast. I have breakfast in the morning. They can come for lunch.
Okay.
Yeah, and we offer a lot. We have our menu over here.
Oh, I see.
With
Okay.
the lunch every day.
Nice.
We have, and we change every week. So.
Okay, so I went here at kindergarten, first grade, and I remember the prices being a lot cheaper back then.
Right, correct. But it's still, not too bad.
Yeah.
$3.50 for lunch, and they have the entree with the veggie, and then they have a cold pack with the fruit and the fresh vegetable.
Now the pizza I remember was amazing back in the day.
The
Do you still do
is always
pizza?
the hit, yeah.
Someone can't afford like a warm lunch, or how does that work? There's like they're allowed to have like a credit of service.
So some people can have reduced or free lunches if they be approved, and
Okay.
they have to run an application, and they can run it every day, And some people just come with no money, and they don't have an application file, so we have to charge the principal account. And
I see.
so the principal account is a support from donator like
Oh, okay.
like you.
See, I had no idea this even worked this way.
Yes, so and sometimes we charge the principal account and then we try to recuperate those money from if the child come back with some money, but most of the time they don't.
They don't.
So we have always to fill up the principal account so
Gotcha.
children don't go hungry and they can eat, because if they don't have food in their belly, they cannot function, right?
That's right. Yeah, you can't
Yeah.
think about learning when you're
Yeah.
hungry all the time.
And then we have also a share table. A share table. And let's see that the child pick up their lunch, but they don't like the vegetable or the fruit. They can put on the share table over there, and
Okay.
so other children can pick up.
That's a
some
great, instead of
item.
throwing
Yeah.
away, put it on a table that someone else might like that.
Yeah,
so.
we don't throw nothing away, and then whatever is left over from the lunch or the breakfast, we donate it to the food bank.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so
That is awesome.
not in the trash, and we try not to.
Thank you so much for sharing that. So just for
you.
you guys too, maybe check with your local school, see if there's a way that you can help in case they have the exact same system. I assume they run systems similar to this in other schools, I imagine,
Of
across
course,
the country.
yeah. Yep.
So super cool. Well, thank you so much for what you do.
Thank you for helping us and helping our school and helping the children, to be fed.
Of course, of course.
Thank you.
All right, random act of kindness complete. Appreciate you guys coming along. I did not realize that they had like school lunch, like debt that you could pay off. So hopefully there's some kids that are gonna get some lunch and some warm lunch and free lunch and all these things, because you don't need to have hungry kids when you're trying to learn. Like that just doesn't work, right? Do you learn well when you're hungry? Or is all you can think about is you just need to eat?
Eat.
Yep. All right, we're gonna head to the shop and then roll on with the day. I think my wife had some stuff she wanted to talk about education today. With that, let's get some packages dropped off. We'll see you guys as the day rolls on.
We're Santa's little helpers, we make the wheels go round. Day and night and day, here in Christmas Town. We're Santa's little helpers, and it's us you want to know. If you want a date under the mistletoe. We're Santa's little helpers, we make
Go,
all the
Chad, go.
toys.
Go, Chad,
The
go.
trees for the girls and the trucks for the boys. We're Santa's little helpers. So
Thank you
we
guys
know
so much. You're
every
amazing.
trick.
Thank you so much.
We wrote the book.
Thanks so much.
It's a foggy Christmas night.
Why?
So Rudolph, shine your light.
How was work today? The kids good?
Oh man.
We are back home. Full throttle day as usual. What? Okay, no. Energy drink. Something.
It's a Canadian Dry.
If I had one,
That's not it.
back home. Full throttle day as usual. Awesome, good stuff. Just picked up Audrey from her work because she works a job. All these
That's a
things.
new component. She's gonna get her license, don't worry.
Yeah,
It just might be next summer.
right. I need to have a little bit more time.
We need more
in
time with her.
non-cold weather.
Yeah.
Cards. We've been getting tons of cards.
We've been getting tons of cards, but we've also been getting messages on people wondering if we were doing it again. Yes, we're doing it, guys. P.O. Box. I'll put it closer to the top. It's actually in the description all the time. I'll put it closer to the top. You can send us your Christmas cards. And then once you send us your Christmas cards, we'll send you one back. And there's a special little surprise on the back.
Did we tell them what it is yet?
No?
Only the ones that have
Only the
gotten
ones
our
that
Christmas
have gotten
card.
the Christmas
No.
cards know.
Yep.
All things school.
All things school.
Yeah.
Okay, so school stuff. This is actually an interesting topic, especially since today, Random Acts of Kindness, I got to go to Wood River Elementary, where I went to kindergarten and first grade.
Whoa, weird.
I know, right?
Still standing.
Okay, easy. So like, I guess these are some of the questions we get. You know, a lot of people, they tune into our videos, are like, okay, what's life like there? How much are groceries? But this is another question, is like, what are schools like there? Do you have schools? Do you have igloos? Like, all
Do
these
you
things.
ride a dog sled to said school? Gotten that as well. Yes, we have schools. We have vast options of schools. We have public school, we have private school, we have charter schools, and we have homeschool. That's primarily, we have vocational schools.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, we do.
We do have a college here,
Yeah.
UAF, trade schools.
We do have trade schools.
We have trade schools.
Yeah.
Look at all those options. Sky's the limit.
However, being where we're at, sometimes things can be a little bit, I never thought about it, because to us this is all normal. You know, we've pretty much been here our whole lives. And maybe some of the struggles or some of the things that might be a little different than your area. Well, one, in Barrow, they mentioned they had to shoo the polar bears from the football field sometimes before they played. I thought that was kind of interesting.
Whole different ball game.
Not what we deal with here.
We don't deal with that here in
When-
Barrow, apparently.
In our borough here, Fairbanks North Star Borough,
Yeah.
when do they close the schools? This is a question. So
Ooh.
for cold weather, what temperature is that cutoff?
To actually close it,
Yeah, I actually went to their website to go verify, because sometimes these things do change, but what temperature do they close the schools?
like actually close it?
Yeah.
Okay, so it can be closed actually for different reasons. I would say if we've had freezing rain, I think a lot of times that could close schools down because of
Yep.
road conditions.
Yep.
Ice fog. If ice fog is really, really bad, they'll close schools. But for temperature wise,
According to Fairbanks North Star
I'm
Borough's
gonna
website.
guess.
Okay.
put it. Most people probably would not go out if it was 50 or 60 below. They
Correct.
keep their kids home anyway because it's kind of dangerous driving your car at that temperature. When you drive your car at that temperature, things sometimes will break on your car, and you're not turning that car off. No.
At some point, just the fan belts, the rubber, the
It just
internals of
doesn't.
your engines don't want to roll.
Yeah, I'm gonna say like between 50 and 60 below.
Between 50 and 60.
Yeah.
So the correct answer is there is no cutoff for the Fairbanks North Star Borough School District for temperature. And on their website, it states the coldest recorded in this area has been negative 66 below. So
But like I said, I think a lot of people were like, we're gonna keep
home.
keep Billy and Sally home today.
Yep.
Yeah, because we ain't going out in that temperature.
However, there is a cutoff though for recess, outside recess,
Oh.
negative 20. I did learn that
Negative
today.
20. So our kids are still out there swinging on swings, negative 20.
Yep.
Cold weather gear, man. Audrey, she goes out with her kiddos in the recess area, like the playground.
Right.
And they're always bundled. So she brings snow pants, hats, gloves, all the things, coat, because they're out there for a good duration. Because we don't stop. We don't stop just because it's cold.
What's interesting to see though is when buses are running late, I mean, you have kids that are still trying to dress really cool, and you see them, they're like, they're doing everything they can to stay warm. They will not put a coat on because it's going to wrinkle whatever they got.
They put a coat on.
There are so many people that are just dressed like they do not want to get bundled because of the cool factor.
Where you
I
been
see it
looking?
too.
Where you been seeing
You have
that?
not noticed that?
No.
Seriously?
No.
Okay,
I
that
normally
is the
see
thing.
the kids, they're bundled up from head to toe.
Yeah, no.
And they've got their hats. You see this much of the kid's face.
Okay, no.
Okay.
The teenagers I've seen.
Maybe the teenagers.
Okay.
Maybe the
The
teenagers.
teenagers will definitely have the cool factor, and they'll do whatever they can to not have to bundle up. But at some point, you have to.
Yeah.
You really do.
Yep.
This is something actually kind of different. Public school out at Eielson Air Force Base. So it is on the military base,
Yep.
but like my siblings actually went there. My parents are not in the military. It is open to other people. So if you
I think there's like a scrutiny type process though. Like you can't just like, oh yeah, we're gonna go to that.
decide to go there, and of course there's
Yeah.
how many people they can take. But
Right.
But I thought that was interesting because I thought you had to be in the military to go there, but that was not the case. And if you are interested in more of like maybe a little more security to be able to get to the school, that might be an option for you too.
So actually in our area, which is kind of a new thing, a lot of our schools have actually been closing. And I think it's a lot of time, it's due to the lack of enrollment. Like there isn't enough kids to keep that operating. It could also be due to funding, some of that component, but yeah, I've known tons of kids that have had to transition different schools, different teachers have had to transition different schools. Yeah, it's kind of interesting. We noticed a big shift during COVID.
I think it might be too. I mean, we have a pretty large homeschooling community here, right?
We have a big homeschooling, and a lot of people are kind of transitioning that because Alaska is very, very independent, vibe. Like people want to do their own thing. They want to live out in their own spaces. So the homeschooling of kind of doing your own thing is a very, very good fit. And there's lots of support for it. So you know how we have, we do our homeschooling curriculum, but we also have a homeschool program, the IDEA program. And so we're able to like keep track of like grades. We get a certain amount of allotment for like school materials or activities that the kids want to do. So it's like a really, really good hybrid and a good balance. So it's really worked well for our family. He was up in the old Chowkeesic.
Yeah, so I found this interesting.
How's
I talked to the principal there, and he had said that the threshold, as far as he was aware, was 10 kids. So out in remote areas of Alaska, if there are less than 10 registered kids, they will end up shutting the school down in the village.
That's crazy.
So, and a lot of villages have been reducing in population, so we've actually seen a lot of school closures in those areas too. We were both homeschooled pretty much our whole lives, except for kindergarten, first grade for me. Homeschooled before is considered cool. Now it's sort of cool, the way they have technology that kind of ties into all this stuff. Like you have, you know, different teachers and different things that you can do and different programs and then homeschool programs and all these things.
It's become very hybrid. Like there's a lot of different components.
Yeah.
I've even seen like homeschoolers that are able to go to school like twice a week or sign up for like sports. So it's kind of like integrating a little bit.
Public schools, I'm trying to think of some of the things, you know, the ups are, of course, it's convenient, right? There's lots of them, and you know, everything's kind of taken care of for you, but you know, you've got bus stuff. You don't know if you have as much say as far as the curriculum goes, as far as that goes. But like, let's say private schools or Christian private schools, you might have some more control over some of those things, but it's expensive, right?
It's expensive. Well, it costs you money.
It costs money every month.
It costs money. A lot of times there maybe isn't quite as much things offered there. So like if your kid's like really into sports or
okay, that's true. That's
you
a
know,
good
really
point.
want to get into like different groups or different like the chess club, different clubs. Be involved in different clubs.
Chess club. Why was that the first thing?
I don't know.
Chess club?
That's probably what I would have been in.
Were you big in the chess club?
No. You know, that they don't have as much of that to offer per se. But like I said, there are got some hybrid stuff happening.
Peripheral
So
things.
yeah.
And homeschool, so I guess the ups and downs there is like you have pretty much almost unlimited control and moldability to fit your life, but you still need at least one family member home, right? We need either one person home teaching the kids, and that might not work if you have a 2-income household.
Right. Good and bad stuff.
And then like you said, kind of limited sports stuff, right? But you could also hybrid into a lot of the things that are popping up.
I've seen it done so much where you're able to get into extracurricular activities, which is just, it's really a cool resource.
Yeah. Thing of homeschool, because like we were both homeschooled, and almost every time growing up, you hear this question. So, do you feel like you had a problem with social life? Was socializing okay? Did you adapt okay to people? That's always the question.
It's always a question.
Right? And my answer was, I don't know. I
I
didn't
mean,
have a reference.
We know how to talk to people. We can carry conversations. We were always around. I mean, we had our siblings, so we had like kids our age, but then we had homeschool groups.
Right.
I was in math counts. I was like, I went to swimming.
Was there a right or wrong as far as like what you choose? So like, for example, both your mom and mine taught homeschool for the majority of all the kids, and the tail end they ended up putting them in public schools. I think sometimes you have people that are like, if you're not in public school, then you're not getting a good education, or if you're not doing homeschool, then you know your kids are getting no socialization, or if you're in private school, now you don't have as many, I don't know, fill in the blank, but I don't know if there's any wrong way of doing it necessarily. I think it's just maybe where you're at in life, right?
Where you're at in life, best fit for your family. Like you said, 2-income house, if you're having to be able to do that to make ends meet. I think it all kind of depends, and you have to know your kid, and you have to know you, and what they are capable of handling, and what is the best fit for them.
For us right now, that's homeschool. That might change in the future.
Never know.
For us right now, we're happy with homeschool, but definitely leaving room to pivot to any of these other things in case we need to with different times of life. And then as technology is changing so much, like I think we all need to be flexible on these things.
Yeah.
We really do. So, all right. Well, appreciate you guys coming along and letting us talk about some education
I
stuff.
hope that answered maybe some of your questions, because I know we get them. about the educational system here. If there's any more, drop them down in the comments.
Yeah.
We'll do our best, or we have a lot of local people and they can answer a lot of it too. So.
Or if you have some interesting areas in education in your area, I'd love to hear about that down below too.
Yeah.
See you guys in the next video.
Bye.
Thanks for watching. See you in the next video. Bye. YouTube channel.